So I would love for this closet to stay like it is right now, but with my 2 small children that are using it, I don't think that's going to happen. Today we're going to go ahead and unload everything as well as put it back in a little bit more organized with some tips on keeping it that way. It'll help not only you, but anybody helping you put clothes away, including the children when they start. I'm also going to be using my oil diffuser while I do this process. It just really helps to give the room a new scent and refresh everything. So let's go ahead and get started, and we'll talk about both of these items. Come check it out. Hey guys, and welcome to my channel where we do DIY projects, crafts, and a little bit of organization, but all on a budget. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Check out some of my previous videos and let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget, I try and link everything I use in the description box below, and if I can't link exactly what I used, I'll link something as close as possible. Alright, let's get started, guys. With the kids' closet, I recommend not going overboard. As long as you have the same sizes together, your shirts, dresses, and outfits, you should be good. So that's what we're going to do. I don't want to make it too complicated because my 6-year-old, she can read now. She's gone through kindergarten and she does help me with the laundry. So we're going to keep this simple, but we gotta get it organized. I've split the closet into 2 sides, so I have my 6-year-olds over here and my 3-year-olds over here. I always say have a spot for your hangers. The empty hangers are really handy to just be able to grab when you need them to finish your laundry. So I try and hang those right in the middle between the 2 girls. These hangers are just empty hangers. They can be used for either girl. At the beginning of the closet, I want sweaters and anything that goes over the outfits. Anything that's going to be easy for them to grab and keep themselves warm on a cool day. Then next I'm going to want shirts. And as you can see, right now we have shirts, we have dresses, we have shirts. So that's what we're going to look at cleaning up. My daughter fits into both 5 and 6 right now. So I'm going to have the 5s first. They'll be the smallest. We want to get those used first and used the most. Then I'll have the 6s. Then next we'll go to outfits and dresses in the 5s, followed by the 6s, because we want the 5s used first. And then to her side. So let's get started, guys. What might be easiest is just to take it all out and start over from scratch, but that's your call. Now that her side's clean, except for the sweater, which is what we're going to start with anyways, I'm going to go ahead and make piles. I'm going to make piles of each batch of clothes that I want to go ahead and hang up. Once they're all back up and in place, then I'll go ahead and show you the trick to keeping these in the same place. While you're going through their clothes, don't forget, it's okay to get rid of stuff. If it's something you don't see them wearing or you don't think fits anymore, get rid of it. There's nothing wrong with that. Now here's something I like to do, but I know it's never going to stay this way, is I start with no sleeves, and then I work my way up to short sleeves, then we go to long sleeves. Also, another thing I like to do is split up. Here's the casual dress outfits, so these can be worn anytime, and then following them are going to be the fancier ones. So BZSeed was nice enough to send me this 300 milliliter aromatherapy diffuser. It's on Amazon for only $32.99. We have been using this like crazy, and I will make sure to have the link for it down in the description box. And here you can see it's extremely easy to use. You just pour in your water, and then once the water is in, you just go ahead and add your essential oils. Once the essential oils are into your liking, then you go ahead and just put the white part on next, the white cone, followed by the wood colored cone. I have really enjoyed using this oil diffuser in my home, and I've really wanted one for a long time. I think they have a lot of benefits to offer. You can tell that this is really easy to use, which is definitely a plus for me. There's 2 buttons at the bottom. One controls the time frame that it's going to run for, 1 hour, 3 hours, 6 hours, or auto shut off when it runs out of water. And the second button is for the lights. So there's going to be 7 lights. The first one will let it continue to rotate, whereas if you press it again, you'll get your single lights that'll stay on, and you can do them as dim or as bright lights. If you continue pressing through, you can see all the different colors both in the dim and the bright light, and you can choose a single color. Otherwise, you can start at the beginning and have them rotate through in the multicolor level. So here's a better look at the buttons. If you hold down the mist on button for 2 seconds, then it'll start up with a heavier mist, which I'll give an example of later on. If you hold the button for 2 more seconds, it'll go back to the lighter mist, and of course you can press the on button to turn it off also. If you choose the auto run option, it'll run 10 to 12 hours on the light mist and 8 to 10 hours on the strong mist. Some benefits to using an essential oil diffuser can be being restful, more relaxed, helping you sleep, helping prevent sicknesses, there can be mental clarity, and so much more, including ambiance like holidays and stuff like that, depending on the oils that you decide to use. Here I've turned off the lights so you can see it a little bit better. I'll also remove this cone so you can see the colors as it rotates through them a little bit better. It's a pretty bright light if you don't have the cone on top, but it can be used that way. I wouldn't recommend it, but it can be. One of my favorite ways to use the oil diffuser is to just go ahead and turn it on with some lavender as my kids are winding down and getting ready for bed, and then I'll let it run for a full hour even as they're getting into bed. Then they have a nice little nightlight while they're falling asleep. Here's the example of turning it onto the strong mist and then back onto the light mist. We have really been enjoying this diffuser, so I'm really grateful. Thank you so much, BZSeed. The only thing I would caution about is when you're choosing your color. When you're choosing it, you can choose the color black or you can choose the color brown. I chose the color black, which is more of an espresso color, a dark brown. Honestly, I prefer that, but just be aware of that. Otherwise, the brown is like a caramely brown color. And now back to getting the closet organized. I took these key tags and all I did is I wrote on the different sections that I was going to be using them for. Then I just slid it over the first hanger in that group. The key tags aren't something that's real noticeable. This just gives you a little bit of a subtlety to the organization so that you can keep your clothes organized and in the order that you prefer. I hope this helps you guys, or at least gets your creative juices moving so that you can come up with a creative plan that's going to help you with your organization. Let me know in the comments below if this helped. I'll definitely be adjusting these dividers, especially as my oldest daughter helps me more with the laundry because I want them to be a little bit bigger and easier to read for her. Alright guys, so if you're curious about the rest of the closet, or even the pants and socks, underwear, and skirts, let me know and I'll do another organizational tips and tricks movie for a shared closet. Thanks so much for watching and I can't wait to see you guys next week. Bye bye!